Notice to the public. If you wish to address the council, please complete the wishing to address the council form located on either end of the counter and give it to either the chairman or the council clerk prior to the beginning of the meeting. All comments must be addressed to the council as a whole. Addressing individual council members and/or staff is not allowed. Speakers should be courteous in their choice of words and actions, and comments shall be limited to the issue and cannot involve individuals or staff-related matters. We ask that all electronic devices used for communication should be silenced for the duration of the meeting. I'd like to call the Terrebonne Parish Council meeting to order. We'll have an invocation by Mr. Kevin Champon and a pledge of allegiance by Mr. Champon. Give me a light, Kevin. Can't find mine. Yeah. There you go.
All right. Heavenly Father, grant us grace, our Father, to do our work this day as workmen and women who need not to be ashamed. Give us the spirit of diligence and honest inquiry in our quest for truth, the spirit of charity in all our dealings with our fellows, and the spirit of gaiety, courage, and a quiet mind in facing all tasks and responsibilities. Amen.
Amen.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Mr. Champon. Can we get a roll call, Ms. Charlie?
Mr. Champagne, Mr. Hamner, Mr. Babin, Ms. Chauvin, Mr. Trustclair, Mr. Pledger, Mr. Harding, Mr. Voisin, Mr. Amity. Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum present.
Thank you, Ms. Charlie. Approved minutes of the regular council session held on December 17, 2025. Move Mr. Carl Harding. Second, Mr. Clayton Voisin. Seeing the lights, members, vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Distribute minutes of the special session condemnation hearing held on January 13th, 2026. Move Mr. Oh yeah, it's already done. Distribute minutes of the regular council session held on January 14th, 2026. Approve the accounts payable bill list for 1/2/2026 and 1/26/2026. Move Mr. Carl Harding. Second, Mr. Clayton Voisin. Seeing the lights, members, vote your machines. Vote 6-0. Motion passes. Item 1, general business. A, Mr. Ryan Sinateri with Grow Healthy, a public service initiative by LSU's Pennington Biomedical Center and the state of Louisiana wishes to address the council relative to preventing and treating childhood obesity in Louisiana.
I will actually be addressing the council. Thank you guys for the opportunity.
Name for us?
My name is Lauren Goddard. Yes, so I'm here with Grow Healthy. We are an important new childhood obesity prevention and treatment initiative of LSU's Pennington Biomedical Research Center in partnership with the state of Louisiana. So I'm here today to share that childhood obesity is a key issue that impacts many families across Louisiana. Louisiana actually ranks 4th in the nation for childhood obesity, and 23.1% of Louisiana children ages 6 to 17 suffer from chronic illness related to obesity. And 70% of those children will have obesity as adults, putting them for a higher risk of chronic diseases and 13 different types of cancer. And actually, our kids are going to be the very first generation to have a lower life expectancy than their parents. Childhood obesity also costs Louisiana about $127 million in healthcare costs annually. So it is also a huge cost to our state. Through the Grow Healthy initiative, we are turning science into practical tools and programs that support children's health at home in schools, at the doctor, and in communities. This initiative was made possible by the dedication of Pennington Biomedical Research Center and our partnership, of course, with the state of Louisiana. So in the past year, we have partnered with over 60 early childhood education centers and schools, reaching about 573 school staff and a little over 18,000 students. We launched a healthcare provider hub with a treatment toolkit, continuing education webinars, and patient education. And then we are developing mobile apps that support maternal health, family-based lifestyle changes, and motor skill development. And I have had the honor of going around Terrebonne Parish the last couple of days, speaking with different healthcare providers, the school board, and talking about what we have to offer for your community. We have also launched Pennington Generation. This is a research study that follows families across generations to learn about health behaviors and lifestyle and how it impacts health and chronic diseases here in Louisiana. We've currently enrolled 135 families for the Pennington Generation Study, but we eventually want to track about 1,500 families across Louisiana to learn more about how chronic disease impacts our state. So we're always looking for more people to sign up for that study. You can find that on our website, and we are really committed to reaching every area of Louisiana. We are statewide. We have this big purple bus called the Healthy Moves bus that we are bringing to different communities, and that's how we're gathering the health data and handing out information to families. Again, we have met with educators, healthcare providers, nonprofit organizations, businesses, and government leaders, including you all in this room today. I respectfully ask for your support in our efforts to grow healthier generations for Louisiana's future, and that you help spread the word to your constituents about the Grow Healthy initiative. To learn more, you can go on our website to access all of our free resources. That's at growhealthy.org. It is grow like the Louisiana grow, so it's GREAUX, healthy.org. So thanks again for having the opportunity to speak.
Hey, thank you. 1 second, we have a light for you. Mr. Trusclair?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. You're asking for our support. What are you looking for from us?
That is a great question. Really, we just want to spread the word about the fact that we're in your community. If there's anybody that you think we would be a good partner with that you know of, or in the line of work that you guys do, please connect us. We just want to do something to help our state. So again, we have free resources.
So what would your interaction with local government be?
That's
anything.
That's a great question. We could either have an event together and bring our bus out. If you guys are already doing something that you would like to have health information presented, we can do that. We can really get creative about ways, but mainly we just want to spread the word about what we're doing in the area.
That's great. I think you need to contact Mr. Lerat and set something up.
Love
Thanks.
to.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Fill out the contact thing on our website, and I will reach out to you personally.
Don't leave. Hold on. You want to say something?
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'll say something right now. So thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. So we have a farmer's market at the Air Base City Park, the third Saturday every month, and I think that'd be a great place for y'all to set up.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. We love doing farmers markets. We were going to do one on Monday, actually, but because of the weather, we weren't able to make it, and I need to reach out to you because we would love to be there. Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Not yet.
Oh.
Mr. Harding?
Yes, I was curious, in the Association of Biomedical, that's what it's telling me. You know how Google is, it's telling me
Right.
a combination of things. So could you explain biomedical?
Absolutely, and thank you for that question. So, Pennington Biomedical Research Center in general is a big research center in Baton Rouge. We mainly study different health behaviors, metabolic conditions. So we study Alzheimer's, obesity is a big one, nutrition. We work with all different populations, the military, sports teams, and we're actually one of the largest nutrition research institutes in the country. The craziest thing is a lot of people in Louisiana don't even know we exist. And so that's kind of a part of creating this community branch, specific for childhood obesity. So if you go on Pennington's website, actually, we do a lot of great research studies that are basically all monetary compensated. So they're studying a lot of awesome stuff. And they actually studied a lot of the childhood obesity information that is out there today, starting with like GLP-1 medications and things of that nature have all been studied at Pennington.
And how are you funded now?
Currently, we as Grow Healthy is through the state, but Pennington as a whole has a ton of different sources. NIH grants with the federal government, some state grants as well. Donors will donate to Pennington and choose something they're passionate about. So a few different avenues there. We are also an LSU institute, so.
Yeah, so other than your promotion in reference to a biomedical study, you just looking for some enrollment for people to actually participate in this study.
Yes, sir. So we have that Pennington Generation branch. On one hand, it evaluates the work that we do as Grow Healthy. On the other hand, it's really just to get a basic understanding of Louisiana's health. It's a longitudinal study, which means that we have participants answer questions and surveys once a year, hopefully for the rest of their lifetime. So we compensate $50 per family member for enrolling. And you are eligible. The only requirement is that you have a child, you are a grandparent, and you enroll that generations of your family. Best case scenario, we get a kid, a grandparent, a great-grandparent. We do have some families like that. Or you can either be pregnant or attempting to conceive, and you also qualify for the study. It's very low impact. First time we come to you with our bus. After the subsequent years, you do not have to come in person. You can fill it out online, and you still get a gift card. Even a newborn baby would get a $50 gift card for participating.
Yeah, and finally, you got my attention when you said obesity, but then there's an array of things that actually you are actually studying then.
Yeah, we are. Yeah,
All right, thank you.
of course. Thank you.
All righty. Mr. Danny Babin.
Yeah, do y'all reach out to pediatricians?
Absolutely.
Okay, I want your card because one of my neighbors is a pediatrician, and she called me on something else as I was coming here tonight because she participates in a lot of things, and I think Brian knows who I'm talking about. All right, give me your card. I don't want to mention her name right now.
Sounds good.
But I got a feeling that she'll be contacting you.
Yes,
Okay?
I will. It is in my purse over
Good.
there, but I would
All
love to.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Babin. Mr. Voisin.
Thank you for coming. I'd just like to say it's got to be super challenging on the obesity side in Louisiana.
Yes.
I mean,
correct.
we're known worldwide for cuisine and food.
Right.
And our culture, parenting even, you better clean your plate, right? That's got to be a huge hurdle for y'all. And have y'all seen some positive results reaching the parents to change their mentalities with the kids?
Absolutely. And that is a great point. Unfortunately, that's a part of why Louisiana is so high. Now, I do want to say there are a lot of factors that lead to childhood obesity, and a big one is genetics. And so it is not just somebody choosing to be lazy or choosing this lifestyle. I really want to emphasize that because there's a lot of bias out there. But we have a program that should be released this summer called PATH. It works with family. It's called Positive Action Towards Health. We work with pediatricians and essentially train health coaches in the clinic to deliver health trainings with parents or guardians and the child. It takes the burden off of having to go to a pediatrician for this information every time, and then the pediatrician would have access to all the information that they talk about. Best case scenario, you have parents or guardians bought in, and that's kind of the best treatment model that we have out there right now before you get into more serious things such as medication.
And I'm also assuming this generation of kids just getting out of the house is a big issue too, right? Because the activity, I mean, I used to not be a fat guy when I was more active, right? But as my activity level slowed, my food habits never changed. I gained weight, so I can only assume the kids that are locked into the machines and the computers, and it's got to be an issue, huh, from a health standpoint.
It's 100% an issue. Now, I will say we did meet with some members of the school district here, and one really positive thing about your parish is that elementary school kids all have PE. I've not seen that in every parish that I've been to, but it is a problem with movement. Kids, they love their screens, and we love our food. And so a lot of times it's about active lifestyle behavior, and it's making little shifts too, right? Like, we're not going to change entirely overnight. and I didn't say this, but I'm also a licensed social worker, so I'm also passionate about systems and how they work and how they're intertwined, and it is a big, complex issue. So we're just trying to provide some free resources to try to impact it as best as we can, because we know it's a larger issue, and we're just one piece of that puzzle.
I appreciate it. And I was just wondering
course.
how the research has been going through the time y'all been in doing it. And, if y'all
Right.
seen some significant improvements.
We've seen some improvements, unfortunately not as significant as we would hope. It's been increasing. So that was a part of why the state even got together with Pennington and wanted to create the Grow Healthy initiative. Like, what do we do? Since you've been studying it, we haven't had any improvements. We're just studying it. So now how do we use what we've learned to make an impact in our communities? So,
Well, thank you for coming, Ms.
of course. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And one last thing, if you can just share your websites and contact info for the viewing public, just in case they want to look at you guys a little bit further.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So again, it's growhealthy.org, GREAUX, healthy.org. It's the same on every social media platform. On Instagram, we constantly are posting tips or ways that you can get involved in the work that we're doing. Also on Facebook. So definitely check us out online. And I'll be sure to get my card and spread the word. You can pass my information around.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Righty.
Thank you.
Item B, approving the holding of an election in the Fire Protection District Number 5 of the parishes of Terrebonne and Lafourche, State of Louisiana, on Saturday, June 27, 2026, to authorize the continuation of a special tax therein. Move Mr. Steve Trosclair, second Mr. Clayton Voisin. Seeing no lights, members vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Item C, approving the holding of an election in Fire Protection District Number 6 of the parish of Terrebonne and the parish of Lafourche, State of Louisiana, on Saturday, June 27, 2026, to authorize the continuation of a special tax therein. Move Mr. Steve Trosclair, second Mr. Clayton Voisin. Seeing no lights, members vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Item D, approving the holding of an election in Fire Protection District Number 10 of the parish of Terrebonne, State of Louisiana, on Saturday, June 27, 2026, to authorize the renewal of special tax therein. Move Mr. Danny Babin, second Mr. Carl Harding. Seeing no lights, members vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Item E, Parish President Jason W. Bazeron is requesting ratification of his recommendation of Michelle L. Neal as parish attorney and Derek Bursajay, Neil Montgomery, Amanda Mustin, Brianna Orgeron, Gary Williams Jr., Patrick Yancey, Courtney E. Alcock, and Kentley Fairchild as assistant parish attorneys. Parish President Jason W. Bazeron is also requesting ratification of his recommendation of Patrick Amadi and Derek Talbot as special assistant parish attorneys for the Office of Department of Sales and Use Tax of Terrebonne Parish. Move Mr. Danny Babin. Second, Mr. Kevin Champagne. Seeing no lights, members vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Item F, a motion to amend the condemnation order originally adopted April 29, 2025 on the residential structure located at 5873 Grand Caillou Road, owned by Harry Lonzo Bonvillain, by changing the deadline to complete demolition and/or removal from July 29, 2025 to April 28, 2026. Move Mr. Danny Babin. Second, Mr. Carl Harding. Seeing no lights, members vote your machines. The vote's 6-0. Motion passes. This is makeup. I missed two. Got a couple notes here from council members. From Mr. Clyde Hamner, please be advised that I will not be in attendance at tonight's council meeting. I have reviewed the agenda and have made known my concerns. I apologize for any inconvenience my absence may have caused. Also, from the Honorable Kim Chauvin, please be advised that I will be unable to attend tonight's council meeting. I have reviewed the agenda and have made my concerns known. I apologize for any inconvenience my absence may cause. Item 2, public wishing to address the council. In accordance with Section 2-07E of the Terrebonne Parish Home Rule Charter, the public will be heard and can speak for 3 minutes on any matter related to parish government without discussion or questions and answers on non-agenda items. Also, we want to reiterate, all comments must be addressed to the council as a whole. Addressing individual council members or staff is not allowed. Speakers should be courteous in their choice of words and/or actions, and comments shall be limited to the issue and cannot involve individuals or staff-related matters. We have one speaker card. Mr. Tommy Jenkins wishes to address the council regarding racial discrimination from parish officials. Mr. Tommy Jenkins.
Good evening, Council.
All righty. Please state your name and address for the record, sir.
Tommy Jenkins, 1702 Rio Vista Avenue, Houma, Louisiana, 70363. On February 7, 2024, I gave a presentation in reference to the Community Development Block Grant Program, in which in my hands I hold the Section 8 section of the Civil Rights according to the CDBG program. That's pages 129 of 249. After that presentation, I was invited by a council member to send any requested documentation or information that I had. Well, when I did, I was met with aggression, anger, as well as racial comments and discrimination. And it was said to me, and I quote, "That's not what I said, and I'm not going to apologize to a thief and domestic abuser. You are looking for a handout." So basically, under the program, what is an entitlement, and it's in black and white in the civil rights section, it was said to me that it's a handout. And will not get it from me. Do you even still have a contractor's license, Mr. Intelligent? You're just looking for a fight, not a solution. I'm a contractor and I know contract law. And you're wrong in your accusations, so shut up and do what you say you're gonna do. Idle threats and hot air is all you are. So, as well as I received a letter from the city attorney, and I quote, "Dear Mr. Jenkins, I represent the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government, which includes the Terrebonne Parish Council and its elected officials, directors, and employees regarding your allegations of discrimination, misappropriation of CDBG funding, implementation of HUD regulations, and all other allegations brought by you in relation to these matters. You have threatened to file complaints and or legal action against my clients regarding these matters. Please direct all further contact regarding these matters to me in writing only. Due to the volatile nature of your speech, my office staff will not answer if you call. Your recent messages to my clients are harassing in nature, and you are directed to refrain from contacting my clients directly regarding any of these matters. And to keep me from coming here tonight or any other time, there was a restraining order that was they tried to enact against me through Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's Office, I guess to keep me quiet, to keep me silent. And through that restraining order, needless to say, I'm here right now. I'm not running for.
We have a motion to extend by Mr. Carl Harding, second by Mr. Clayton Wazan. 1 second, members, vote your machines. Vote, one second, sir. Vote passes 7-0. Wait till the green light comes back on there. Got it, Mr. Hamel? There it is. Go ahead.
Under Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 as amended, it says, "No otherwise qualified individual shall solely by reason of his or her handicap be excluded from participation, including employment. Denied program benefits are subject to discrimination." On page 135 of 249 of the Disaster Recovery CDBG Grantee Administrative Manual, the Section 8 section of the Civil Rights, 4.4 complaints. It says, "A complaint may not always refer to a violation of a particular civil right law or laws. A complaint should be reviewed as a civil rights complaint when the complaint, 1, indicates the belief that he or she has been denied opportunities, treated differently, etc. 2, states his or her race, ethnicity, gender, status as a handicapped person, or age. So then this person goes on to state, the restrictions in this letter are not limited to those matters first written above. The letter is not intended to prevent you from attending or speaking at meetings open to the public within the boundary of the laws and regulations governing those meetings. This letter is also not intended to prevent you from accessing public services available through the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government. For example, paying utility bills or applying for permits. Well, the problem with this is that it was an attempt, because if you file any type of temporary restraining order or letter of restraint against me, then you are trying to restrain me from the parish. You're trying to keep me out the city, you're trying to keep me out of meetings, all right? So she stated, last we spoke, you advised you are not represented by an attorney. And in the email, it stated that. Your last email to administer date, March 9, 2024, included Craig A. Stewart, which is a family friend, longtime family friend, as a copy party. I have no information regarding whether Mr. Stewart represents you in this matter, and he has not immediately responded to my inquiry.
Okay, Mr. Jenkins, your time has expired. And of course, from the chair, you have some information there. We appreciate you coming forward and talking with us. However, it seems like this is not something that we can handle here, but you have every right as a citizen to seek legal advice, do whatever you have to do in order to address your concerns, or if you feel that you've been discriminated against or anything like that, that is your right. So we do thank you for coming out sharing with us tonight.
Yes, sir. My only intention was to inform, and that's what I did under the Federal Rule of Civil Procedure.
We get it. I have to ask you to stop because you're not on the mic, so we can actually record that. But we do thank you for coming out, and you can seek any advice that you want and whatever steps you feel is necessary. Thank you, Mr. All righty. 6, yeah. Right on time, yeah. 6:30 public hearings. An ordinance to amend the 2026 adopted operating budget of the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government for the following items. 1, Shady Oaks Park, $10,000. Well, yeah, first, let me give them 1 second to step out. Just reiterate that. An ordinance to amend the 2026 adopted operating budget of Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government for the following items. Item 1, Shady Oaks Park, $10,000. First call public. Second call public. Third and final call public. Motion to close, Mr. Voisin. Second, Mr. Carl Harding. Seeing no lights, members, vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Motion to adopt by Mr. Harding. Second by Mr. Champagne. Seeing no lights, members, vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Ordinance passed. Item B, an ordinance to amend the 2026 adopted operating budget of the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government for the following items. Item 1, Civic Center upgrades, $27,763. First call public. Second call public. Third and final call public. Motion to close, Mr. Voisin. Second, Mr. Carl Harding. Seeing no lights, members, vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Motion to adopt, Mr. Voisin. Second, Mr. Harding. Members, vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Item C, an ordinance to authorize the parish president to execute an act of donation between TPCG and Waits and Downer LLC, in which TPCG will be accepting land on Verrett Street First call public. Second call public. Third final call public. Motion to close, Mr. Voisin. Second, Mr. Harding. Seeing no lights, members vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Motion to adopt, Mr. Voisin. Second, Mr. Harding. Seeing no lights, members vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Item D, an ordinance to declare a surplus adjudicated property located at Bayou du Large, WW parcel number 40578, in which the parish has 100% interest, and to address other matters relative thereto. First call public. Second call public. Third and final call public. Motion to close, Mr. Danny Babin. Second, Mr. Carl Harding. Seeing no lights, members vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Motion to adopt, Mr. Danny Babin. Second, Mr. Carl Harding. Members vote your machines. Votes 5-0. Item E, an ordinance declaring the following two properties as surplus and not needed for a public purpose. Property number 1, right descending bank of Bayou Terrebonne, parcel number 31026, 33.33 interest. Property number 2, 1419 Gotro Street, parcel number 21915, 1% interest, and to address other matters relative thereto. First call public. Second call public. Third final call public. Motion to close, Mr. Steve Trosclair. Second, Mr. Clayton Voisin. Seeing no lights, members vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Motion to adopt, Mr. Steve Trosclair. Second, Mr. Clayton Voisin. Members vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Item F, an ordinance to amend the Parish Code of Ordinances and enact an exemption to the deposit fee of $500 for the public property use permits. First call public. Second call public. Third final call public. Motion to close, Mr. Voisin. Second, Mr. Harding. Seeing the lights, members vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Motion to adopt, Mr. Voisin. Second, Mr. Harding. Members vote your machines. Vote 6-0. Item G, an ordinance to amend certain portions of Chapter 28, Art 4, Section 28-74 supplementary regulations relative to accessory structures in residential districts. First call public. Second call public. Third and final call public. Motion to close, Mr. Carl Harding. Second, Mr. Clayton Voisin. Seeing no lights, members vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Motion to adopt, Mr. Harding. Second, Mr. Clayton Voisin. Members vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Item H, an ordinance to authorize Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government, TPCG, to acquire immovable property identified as Lot 14 of Block 33 of Broadmoor Subdivision, Terrebonne Parish, Louisiana, and to authorize the parish president or his official designee, the chief administrative officer, to execute and all documents necessary to acquire said property and to provide for other matters relative thereto. First call public. Second call public. Third final call public. Motion to close, Mr. Clayton Voisin. Second, Mr. Carl Harding. Seeing no lights, members vote your machines. Votes 6-0. Motion to adopt, Mr. Clayton Voisin. Second, Mr. Carl Harding. Members vote your machines. Vote 6-0. And item I, an ordinance to authorize the parish president to execute on behalf of Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government a cooperative endeavor agreement for right of use between Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government and Bayou Soccer Club, and to provide for other matters relative thereto. First call public. Second call public. Third final call public. Motion to close, Mr. Champagne. Second, Mr. Voisin. Seeing no lights, members vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Motion to adopt, Mr. Champagne, second, Mr. Voisin. Members, vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Item number 3, committee reports. A, Community Development and Planning Committee, Mr. Kevin Champagne.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I make a motion that the council accept and ratify the minutes of the Community Development and Planning Committee held on Monday, January 26, 2026, and have 2 public hearings. Resolution giving notice of intent to adopt an ordinance to amend the Parish Code, Chapter 17, Article 1, Recreational Vehicles and RV Parks, Section 17-01 through 17-12, as per Attachment A, and calling for a public hearing on the said matter, originally set for Wednesday, February 11th, but it's being moved to Wednesday, February 25th at 6:30 p.m. To meet the 30-day layover. An ordinance to authorize the parish president or his official designee to accept and execute on behalf of the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government as grantee a servitude and right-of-way agreement with Hoss Cat LLC, and to address other matters relative thereto, and call a public hearing on Wednesday, February 11th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. Thank you.
Motion by Mr. Champagne, second by Mr. Babin. Members, vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Item B, Budget and Finance Committee, Mr. Carl Harding. Mr. Harding?
Yes, I make a motion that the council accept and ratify the minutes of the Budget and Finance Committee held on Monday, January 26, 2026, and I have 8 public hearings. 1, an ordinance to amend the 2026 adopted operating budget and the 2026 5-year capital outlay budget of Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government for the following items. Series 2025 sales tax bonds, $25,964,089, and call for a public hearing on the said matter on Wednesday, February 11, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. The second is an ordinance to amend the 2026 adopted operating budget and 2026 budgeted position of the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government for the following item. Utility Administration, and call for a public hearing on said matter on Wednesday, February 11th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. The third, an ordinance to amend the 2026 adopted operating budget and the 2026 5-year capital outlay budget for the following of the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government for the following items. Whitney Building, $422,375, and call for a public hearing on said matter on Wednesday, February 11th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. The fourth, an amendment to ordinance to amend the 2026 adopted operating budget and the 2026 5-year capital outlay budget of the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government for the following item. Chiller/Air Handler Jail, $441,810, and call for a public hearing on said matter on Wednesday, February 11th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. The fifth, an ordinance authorizing the parish president to execute a cooperative endeavor agreement between Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government and Michael Fitzgerald for the continuation rights of use of 701 Central Avenue, Houma, Louisiana, 70363, as part of the FEMA Hazard Mitigation Grant Program within Terrebonne Parish, and call for a public hearing on said matter on Wednesday, February 11th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. 6, an ordinance to authorize the parish president to execute a cooperative endeavor agreement between Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government and Pauline and Claude Luke Jr. for the continuation rights of the use of 110 Delgo Street, Dulac, Louisiana, 70353, and as part of the FEMA Hazardous Mitigation Grant Program within Terrebonne Parish, and call for a public hearing on said matter on Wednesday, February 11, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. The seventh, An ordinance to authorize the parish president to execute a cooperative endeavor agreement between the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government and BGA and James Beach for the continuation rights of the use of 214 Bayou Gardens Drive, Homer, Louisiana, as part of the FEMA mitigation, grant program within Terrebonne Parish, and call for a public hearing on said matter on Wednesday, February 11, 2026, at 6:30 p.m. Eighth and final one, an ordinance declaring 2 generators as packaged with various components from Public Works Department as surplus and authorizing said items to be disposed of by any legal approved methods, and calling for a public hearing on February 25th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m.
Motion second by Mr. Danny Babin. Seeing the lights, members, vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Item 4, streetlights, all approved streetlights, installation, removal, and/or activations. Members, vote your machines. Motion by Mr. Trosclair, second by Mr. Champagne. Members, vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Item 5, appointments to various boards and committees and commissions. A, Parish President Jason W. Bazron has requested ratification of his recommendation for the appointment of Thomas Fungi to the Terrebonne Port Commission Board of Commissioners. Motion to ratify and appoint Mr. Fungi by Mr. Voisin, second by Mr. Danny Babin. Members, vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Congratulations, Mr. Fungi. If you will, like to have a word with us?
Well, thank you all very much. I'd like to thank the parish president, the council, and we'll get a lot of things done in the Port Commission. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Item B, Fire District Number 7 Board, 2 expired terms. Mr. Thomas Horn expresses his interest in being reappointed. Motion to open, close, and appoint Mr. Horn, second by Mr. Harding. Members, vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Is Mr. Horn here? Okay. Item C, Recreation District Number 11 Board, 1 vacancy due to a resignation. Ms. April Wallace submits application and resume for consideration. Motion to open, close, and appoint Ms. Wallace by Mr. Harding, second by Mr. Steve Trosclair. Members, vote your machines. Vote 7-0. Congratulations, Ms. Wallace. Would you like to have a word with us? Thought you was going to be shy about it, but come on.
No, I'm not shy. First, I want to give honor to God, because without God, I couldn't do none of this, and I know I'm very hard when it comes to a lot of things, because I take things to heart, and when I'm fighting for people, I take it to heart. So I thank you guys for giving me, for adding me to the board. I thank you guys. I thank God, and I will do my best. And everything that I do consider with this board is going to be in the direction of what God say, not what man say, but as God direct me to do the right thing, it'll be done. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ms. Wallace. We have no doubt you'll do a great job. And hold on, Ms. Wallace, hold on. We got some lights here, Mr. Lerat.
As a former Rec 11 board member, I'd like to thank Ms. Wallace for her service to our community. I look forward to working with her.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Harding?
Ms. April, I don't think no one up here is going to have any problem with you speaking up. But really, I want to say not only to you, but then the rest of the people in the public, there are a number of vacancies and boards, and with our boards and commissions, and then you're not only speaking up, you're getting involved. And that's the most important thing, that we want everyone to get involved. So actually, we won't have certain situations where some people may be feeling as if they are left out. So you won't be left out for sure, because I know you're going to be speaking up. So thank you for applying.
Thank you, Mr. Harding and Mr. Champagne.
Yeah, I also want to welcome aboard and offer any assistance if you need any help. I was also on the Rec 11 Rec Board as Noah. So if you have any questions of the procedures and how things run, I'll be more than glad to help you.
Okay,
So.
thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ms. Wallace. Onward, Rec 11.
All right,
All righty.
thanks.
Item 6, monthly engineering reports. Move T. Baker Smith, moved by Mr. Carl Harding, second Mr. Clayton Wazan. Members vote your machines. Vote 6-0. Item 7, vacancies to various boards, committees, and commissions. Recreation District Number 2-3 Board, 1 vacancy due to a resignation. Recreation District Number 3A Board, 1 vacancy due to a resignation. Recreation District Number 5 Board, 1 vacancy due to a resignation. Recreation District Number 8 Board, 1 expiring term on 2/24/2026. Bayou Cane Fire Protection District Board, 1 expired term. Schriever Fire Protection District Board, 1 expired term. Coteau Fire Protection District Board, 1 expired term and 1 vacancy due to a resignation. Bayou Blue Fire Protection District Board, 1 expired term. Fire District Number 5 Board, 1 expired term. Fire District Number 7 Board, 1 expired term. Fire District Number 10 Board, 2 expired terms. Downtown Development Corporation, 2 expired terms, 1 representing the EDAB Council and 1 representing the Historical Society. Houma Municipal Fire and Police Civil Service Board, 1 vacancy due to a resignation. Terrebonne Arc, 1 vacancy due to resignation representing the parish president. Terrebonne Parish Tree Board, 4 expiring terms on 2/23/26 and 1 vacancy due to a resignation. Houma Area Convention and Visitor Bureau, 1 vacancy due to a resignation representing a civic nonprofit organization. Houma Restoration District, 1 vacancy due to a resignation. Announcements, administration, got anything?
Announcements at this time, sir.
Thank you, sir. Council members, any announcements? Okay, Mr. Clayton Wazan.
Yeah, I'd just like to remind folks, stay diligent with the cold weather. This weekend's supposed to be in the 20s again, so pets, pipes, people, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wazan. Mr. Danny Bappen.
Yeah, as we say a lot here, and Carl just alluded to it, we just read out 22 vacancies on boards and commissions. We as a council and a government could not function without boards and commissions. So thank you all who put your names up. And there's 22 vacancies on boards just right now, and there'll probably be some more as we go through the year. So consider giving back to your community, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Babbin. Mr. Harding?
I would like to recognize Terrebonne Minister Alliance that are out there. They're actually being involved tonight and seeing how everything goes. We have some conversation later on, but then they do some wonderful work in this parish. So I want to recognize the Ministerial Alliance for being out there. Thank you for coming.
Thank you guys for coming out this evening. No further announcements. I'll entertain motion to adjourn by Mr. Steve Trosclair. Second by Mr. Kevin Champagne. Seeing no lights, members vote your machine. We're adjourned. Good evening.